I just found a lost dog and no ID. No way to get her back to her owners. Here's what you should be doing if your dog gets lost to make sure she or he gets back to you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Before we get going with this video, first, if you have to do so, I encourage you to click down there, subscribe to my channel. So about this lost dog, yesterday we had one of our neighbors, who I didn't actually meet, was up walking their dogs, found a small little dog sort of wandering alone by herself on the rail trail, felt compelled to please, take her in, just worried about this little thing being by herself. Happened to come by our house because she knew I was a vet and wondered if maybe I knew who it was. I wasn't here, my son was here, we took her in. So I want to show you her. And secondly, we're going to talk a little bit about proper ID for your dog. Who's here? There's Tula, and there is a little Jack Russell. So you guys, this is the little Jack Russell that showed up at our house last night. She's a little bit older, her teeth are a bit worn, on around a tartar. I'm guessing she's sort of tannish. She likes being on people's laps. Oh, so she's definitely from a house. She slept in her bed last night. Poor little thing. When she came to us though, she has no form of ID. And that's what I want to talk about. If your dog is lost, making sure he or she gets back to you. And so the first thing, I just looked in her ears. Most common spot, you're going to see a tattoo. No tattoo there. She has no collar on. No form of ID there. Sometimes the little purebreds will actually have a tattoo in their groin. Checked at her groin. No tattoo there. Poor little thing. So that's the first big thing, common sense principle number one. Making sure that your dog has some form of proper ID. And who knows what's going to happen if they're able to get away or they hop out of the car. Who knows? I mean, funny things happen. I don't know how she's ended up there. We want to get her back to her home as soon as possible. So Tula's not been super crazy about this new dog addition, although she's sure wanting to make sure I give her adequate attention. Poor thing. A few other points I want to make. Poor little thing, and I'm really gonna try to get her back as soon as possible. This was Saturday night, so it's a weekend, so our sort of dog bylaw is not open. So I phoned the city police, left my phone number. I phoned the vet clinic on call with a description of her. Left my phone number there as well. We do have an SPCA, but they have one paid staff he's already well overworked. So we've left our name and number on their phone as well too. So it's difficult. I mean, yes, there's agencies, but as you know, many of those guys aren't really well funded or adequately funded, especially to provide 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, phone monitoring to then help with people losing their pets. Hello you. So by the time you guys watch this video, I'm hoping she'll be back today. We've taken her up walking again. I have an idea, I think, where she lives. Secondarily, I've going to be recontacting those same agencies, making sure she gets found and she's being well cared for. But who knows? I mean, the people who are her owners must have had a horrible sleep last night, just kind of wondering, where is she? She's this, older little Jack Russell up on a rail trail. We have lots of wildlife. Super sweet though. Aren't you? You are. Someone asked me about a microchip. Sure, that is a good option as far as permanent ID. Is that most of us in our house are not going to have a microchip reader. So it's great for a vet clinic, maybe for an animal shelter that has one. But you should really have a secondary form of ID. At the very least, a collar with the tag, with the name and a phone number, for the easiest thing. Then secondarily, could have considered some form of tattoo. Even then though, it's still not giving you a phone number. That's more a registration, say through one of the clinics. But at least we'd still have some sort of record or database. I don't actually know her name, but she's a Jack Russell. I thought Jackie was appropriate. And she's very sweet. And believe it or not, she actually makes Tula look big. Because all of a sudden you look at Tula, which I'm going to show you up here, and Tula looks like a big dog. This is a small dog, there's a bigger dog. curled